Hello, Aquarius. Wow, just got done doing your reading and a power surge. I don't know, one of those rumbling blackout things in Las Vegas just surged my energy. Took out my phone, took out everything. Weird, so weird. It's obviously spirits in this reading right now, and these messages really need to get to you, Aquarius. All right, so I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Michelle, and I'm an intuitive tarot reader out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and welcome to my channel, The Signs of Tarot. Today I will be doing a reading for the sign of Aquarius. It is the beginning of June, right after Memorial Day weekend, but whenever you find this video, that's really when you're meant to get these messages. I'm not a person who says this is going to happen this week. Tarot, time is fluid, time is continuous, and we have free will to make different decisions, which also alters the tarot thought process, okay? If you are an existing subscriber, if you're somebody who's part of the Signs of Tarot tribe, thank you so much. I'm here because of you. Incredible. I just got my first comment from Australia, got a comment from Dubai, South Africa. It has been amazing how YouTube has created this incredible platform for the metaphysical community, for tarot readers, astrologers, and healers to get our messages across, because these messages absolutely are meant for somebody. They may not be meant for everybody. Thousands of people watch these videos. Not every message is going to resonate in detail. Take the elements within this message that resonate with you, leave the rest behind, and make sure you check back in on the channel, because lately I've been posting every day all kinds of things. It's just been an incredible surge from Spirit to dive in. Okay, so we're going to dive into your cards because there's some big messages here, Aquarius, that need to be spoken. I start all of my readings with the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle, and we selected for you today the bristlecone pine. I could honestly talk about this card for about 2 hours, because at the end of the day, this card is all about persistence. This is one of the oldest trees, some up to 5,000 years old, okay, and they have persisted through hurricanes, through heat, through drought, through tsunamis. The bristlecone pine seems to be able to withstand anything that is thrown at it. Okay, so maybe that particular message is resonating with you right now, Aquarius. Maybe you've gone through hell in a handbasket. Maybe you've been dealt some pretty shitty cards the last few years, but you seem to have flourished at the end of every situation. This card, to me, talks about a head versus heart decision. So that may be something else you're also going through, Aquarius. You may be having a head versus heart decision right now. You see, when the trees die, it redirects all the water, the sap, and the nutrients to the flourishing leaves to point to the sun, okay? And to me, sometimes that's two decisions, a head versus heart decision. Where do I put my water, my sap, my nutrients, okay? But that's also the deeper part of this card. Like I said, I could speak 2 hours on this card. It's also wisdom in your experience and your understanding, Aquarius, to know where one element of your life could be extremely depleted, extremely low, feeling very unnurtured, unloved, and uncared for. You then put your energy, your zest, your passion into another element of your life to flourish it. So again, where one area may be depleted, you put your energy into another area in your life and make that area flourish, okay? This is a tree of being confused about balance, head versus heart. All right, so let's dive right into your reading right now. Love that bristlecone pine. I may have to do some deep dives on these tree cards because, again, I could speak for hours. We got the Six of Cups in reverse right next to the Six of Wands upright, right next to the Knight of Wands. Very clear cut. Aquarius, don't know where you are in your love relationship. Don't know if you're happily married, happily with someone, but someone from your past came back. It is eclipse season. It is also Mercury in retrograde. We always seem to have somebody from our past revisit us, call us, okay? But you resisted it. And you didn't think you could at some point in your life. At some point in your life, you're like, if this person comes back in my life, I'm not going to be able to resist it. The passion was there, crazy, amazing, off-the-chart sex. More than that, you were in love, deeply in love with this person. And although these cards are sharing with me that the past came back, you were victorious. Six of Wands, victorious, walked away, rode off into the sunset, rode off into your life that is more fulfilling right now, okay? Because you were able to resist the Knight of Wands, the Casanova. Can be a guy, can be a girl. Knight of Wands comes in with passion, says all the right words, love bombs, loves you, and sometimes we call that the affair card. Sometimes we call that the summer fling card. It's here for a short time, not a long time, okay? You resisted it. Perhaps that was your head versus heart decision. Do I revisit somebody that meant so much, somebody that I loved so passionately because they're knocking on my door? No, you resisted it. And I think that that's what your head versus heart decision with that bristlecomb pine was all about. Why'd you resist it? Magician in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. Keeping it raw, keeping it real, because that is my oath to tarot. The person that was in your life was an asshole or a bitch and a manipulator. They wanted things their way or the highway. The King of Cups in reverse is my card of somebody who drinks too much, who says things that they shouldn't say, who repeats patterns over and over again, who has emotional outbursts, and who is not consistent with love and emotions. And because they were up, they were down, they were moody. Sometimes this is a sign of Cancer. Sorry, keeping it real. Sometimes this can also be Pisces or Scorpio, but this was somebody who was so emotionally imbalanced and used substance to kind of mellow themselves out, resulting in a lack. The Magician in reverse defines lack. Okay, the Magician upright is the ability to manifest everything. There's all the tools on the table. You got your wands for passion. You got your swords for intellect and communication. You got your pentacles for money and stability. You got your cup for love, emotion, sex, excitement. In reverse. You were able to resist this because at the end of the day, Aquarius, you were smart enough to know you didn't want to go back into a sea of emotional manipulation where somebody who was so imbalanced was bringing imbalance into your life. That was something, Aquarius, I'm going to say about all of my Aquarian family and friends. You guys have your feet firmly planted on the ground. So when somebody that you fall in love with, like this, a magician in reverse, a manipulator, almost con artistry, says things that they never really meant to follow through on, said things to get themselves out of the situation for that moment without any determination or any wherewithal to get it done. King of Cups, reverse. You should be very proud of yourself for having the strength to say, no, I don't want this anymore. I loved that person. That person I invested a tremendous amount of time in, love, energy. You even wanted to probably fix that person a little bit. You know, we have that little bit of a, you come in, you're a wounded warrior, and I can fix and I can wrong your rights and I can fix all of your childhood bullshit. And no, we can't. Okay, that is up to the person to fix themselves. But good for you. The past came back with a vigor. You made a head versus heart decision that you didn't want to go back into something that completely left you unstable. Mind, body, and soul unstable. Okay? You gave your heart to this person. Okay? You may have even had a child with this person, and you may have even lost a child. Whenever we get the Sun in reverse, it's either about a miscarriage or a child lost or the inability to have a child. That's only part of that reason, but I gotta keep it raw and real. If that was the situation that happened with you, my heart goes out to you and I'm sorry. Okay, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, though, is kind of a card of an energy in the reverse that I like. Four of Pence upright is closed off. It's holding back your heart, stepping on your money, not allowing anybody to penetrate your mind, your heart, your soul, your stability. You got the card in reverse. Something tells me that this relationship really served a much, much deeper purpose for you, Aquarius, that maybe you're just realizing. Though it might have been tumultuous, not might, it was definitely tumultuous. It was definitely a roller coaster ride. It cracked you wide open like an egg. It opened up a line of communication with divine. It opened up a sense of spirituality and a sense of self and a sense of self-purpose. Hold on, I gotta drink some coffee. My voice is going. This relationship was a catalyst of change of who you are, okay? And sometimes people come into our life to put a mirror against us to say, what do I like about myself? What don't I like about myself? What am I doing that's not bringing out the best sense of self with me? This relationship cracked you wide open, but you were smart enough to realize I can't go back to it, okay? You were taken for granted, or you felt you were taken for granted. And it ended up in tremendous heartbreak. Okay? And if this is a divorce and it's been tough on your children, the Sun in reverse is sometimes tough. Children feeling, divided amongst parents, amongst situations, amongst families. I promise you the heartache that this relationship created for you was divinely orchestrated, though nobody wants to hear that, to redirect you onto the path you need to be on, to live your greatest self, to be your best self, to find the love of your life that brings the best out in you. There is no way Magician in reverse, King of Cups in reverse, can ever bring out the best in anyone. They can't bring out the best in themselves. They refuse to make those changes to be their best self. This is negative patterns. This could be cheating, drug use, lies and manipulation, completely creating an emotional roller coaster for you. You're out of it. But it has been a long-term haul here. This is not one of those breakups that you wake up two weeks later and you're on to the next one. No. This is the relationship that cracked you open, Aquarius. Made you see things, see yourself for the reality and who you really want to be. We're going to end your reading with actually one of my favorite cards in the deck. There are so many different interpretations for the Seven of Wands. But the Seven of Wands for me is slaying it. This relationship redeveloped you, reset you on a path of greatness. And whatever you tackle next, new relationship, new job, new passion, new way of handling yourself, new way of communicating, you're going to kill it. This is the card of world domination by a sense of self, because you have confidence. Love yourself, believe in yourself, to follow your passions. I hope some of these messages resonate with you, Aquarius. Please think about hitting that subscribe button. But more important, I love to hear from you. Please drop me a note in the comments below and let me know where you're from. Namaste.